Alrighty guys, here we are recapping week 10, last week of the season. We're going to jump right into these matches. Thank you for joining me here on the JGN Junior Golf Network, exclusively covering the Crown Colony PGA Junior League. So we had two double headers. We're going to break down each match. We're going to jump right into the Crowns and the Express. The Crowns were currently in second place and they took care of business, getting the win against the Express. They won 8.5, 2.5. Miller and Delaney teamed up and were just a little too much to handle for Damon and Case. G and Hollis took care of the sisters Celeste and Destiny, and rounding it off, Rob Hayes and Tripp also took care of business there. So big win for the Crowns, keeping it up. We'll be right back to see if the Roadrunners made it interesting. Remember, the Roadrunners played 2 matches this week. So we'll be right back, guys.
Okay guys, here's our little quick tip of the week. I've hit my golf ball right here in the middle of the fairway, but unfortunately I've hit into a divot, okay? Luckily the ball's pretty much right here in the middle of the divot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it back in my stance. I'm going to take everything like that, but I'm going to play the ball a little further back than normal so I can make sure I'm really hitting down and through, okay? So I'm going to take my stance, play it way in the back, and make sure I'm hitting down. Alright, right there, middle of the green, good to go, okay? So we're in the divot, make sure we're playing back in our stance when we want to hit down, and of course, we want to make sure we put sand back in the divot. That's my quick tip of the week.
Alright guys, let's jump right back into our other match on Tuesday night. We had the Panthers and the Roadrunners. And let's break this one down. The Panthers have been playing really good, so they gave the Roadrunners a good little match right here. So it started off for the Roadrunners. Mary Michael and Caroline took care of business, beating Mason and Luke 2.5 to 1/2. But Sawyer and Victoria came up big with a win on their match, taking on Kaylin and Millie. They won that one 2.5 to 1/2. And then Dane and Jacob solidified the upset win, beating Griffin and Gibson and solidifying the win. The Panthers actually took it 6-3, so that hurt the chances for the Roadrunners, keeping them still in third place. So we'll see how it breaks down. We're going right into our Thursday matches. We'll be right back here in a sec.
Alright Mom, here we are in the mom zone talking about another drop. As you can see, I'm in this, my golf ball's in this white circle, okay? We call this ground under repair. Okay, here's a place where we've either gotten too much water or the mowers or tractors have kind of made some ruts like that. So the golf pros or whoever's marking the golf course will mark this as what we call ground repair. It's always going to be identified in a white area, okay, with a white outline right here. So when we hit our golf ball in here, we actually get a free drop. We can pick it up, clean off the golf ball, and drop it outside of the white line, no closer to the hole, okay? So when you see these white circles, and you'll see them from time to time, especially when we got tournaments coming up, that means if the golf ball gets in here, we get to remove our ball and put it on a better piece of line, okay? So this is what we call ground under repair, and that's our mom tip of the week.
Alrighty guys, let's do our first one for Thursday. We had the Lumberjacks and the Panthers solidifying who was going to finish in 4th place here for this one. Lumberjacks Paxton and Corbin took care of the business against Mason and Victoria, winning 2-1. Sawyer and Dane had a very nice match, beating Weston and Jackson 2-1. But Charlie and Anna came up big for the Lumberjacks, solidifying their win, taking on CJ and Connor 3-0, which gave the Lumberjacks another win on the season and solidifying 4th place. Very good playing right there. We'll be right back to see how it finishes up and who are our final 2 teams.
Okay guys, here's our what's in the bag, and today we're going to talk about shoes, okay? A lot of times I see players who's got beat up bottoms, okay? They got a lot of grass, mud and stuff with this, okay? Here's the part where we always want to make sure that we've got grip, okay? When we're out here playing, we always want to make sure we got grip. So either make sure our cleats are good, they're nice and clean and stuff like that. And if you're just wearing the non-spikes, make sure they're clean too, okay? They're designed to grab grass, so we want to make sure each time that there's no grass, no mud, no dirt on it, so we can get a nice good grip while we're swinging the club, okay? So make sure we're taking care of our shoes while you're out here playing. That's what's in our bag for this week.
All right, guys, we had a big match here. We had the Cyclones, who are in first place, to see if they'll stay without a loss this season, going up against the Roadrunners. We had the Smack Talking duo, Jacob and Andrew, taking on Daniel and Damon, and the Smack Talking duo kept the winning ways, winning 3-0. Scarlett and Kane took on Mary, Michael, and Caroline, and they were just a little too much for the girls. They won that one 2.5 to 1/2, and rounding it off, Brooke and Brooke taking on Kaylin, Millie, and Gibson. The Brooke duo was a little too strong, winning that one 2-1. So that finished the Roadrunners at 9-0-1. That knocked off the Roadrunners out of our top 2. So in our final match, in our championship game, August 13th, we will have in first place the Roadrunners, who are 9-0-1, taking on the Crowns, who are 7-3. The Crowns had a very strong second half of the season, going 4-1. So they very deserve that second spot. Alright, so that'll be our championship game. We'll have a little championship preview next week, and we'll be right back doing some spotlight. Alright, here we are in our off the golf course interview with Mason. Alright, Mason, how long have you been playing golf now?
4 years.
Alright, where'd you start playing golf at?
Anderson.
Anderson, okay. Alright, so you've been liking PJ Junior League?
Yes.
Yeah, would you recommend it to all your other buddies?
The buddies that I have in golf, I mean...
What about your buddies who aren't in golf?
I mean, no, because they're not into golf.
Well, what if they wanted to get in golf?
Yes, I would.
Okay, there he goes. So what's the funnest thing you do when you play golf?
Drive.
The cart or the golf ball?
The golf ball.
Okay, the golf ball. All right, so anything else you do?
Chip and putt.
Chip and putt. All right, that's Mason with our very simple and basic interview. See y'all next time. All right, guys, spotlight time. This week, I'm giving it to my player of the week, Paxton Cook. Paxton has actually had a very good season and has had a lot of strong matches. He's not always been on the right side of the matches, but he's played very good and has progressed a lot this summer. So I'm giving him player of the week. Upcoming player, I'm giving it to Anna Greenway. She's actually put a lot of stride here late in the season and has improved a lot. And our legend player of the week is Kendall Howitt, longtime player, starting to get back in the swing of things, getting ready for her junior year in high school. So that is our spotlight players of the week. So we will be back previewing the championship match, going over all the matchups. So as usual, can't do it without y'all. Please keep sending me the videos, photos, and everything as we wrap up this season. We'll be back, and we'll see y'all then.